Hey there, Pisces. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 26th, 2021. And just a quick reminder, remember, the weekly astrology horoscope actually ended up having a video all its very own because a full moon in Scorpio, T-square Uranus, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn is a lot to talk about responsibly, and you don't want to give that kind of stuff the itty-bitty TLDR treatment. You really, really don't. And so you can follow the link in the down bar below or go to my main channel page for that. It'll be under its own, well, not its own playlist. It'll be under the horoscopes playlist, but at the very top of it, so you'll be able to see it. Also, don't forget to check out your rising sign. The, rising sign is going to give you clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign weekly horoscope is going to show up. And your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the B story or the side story that is also playing out throughout the course of this week. And you can, of course, generate your own chart on any free chart generator with your birth date, time, and location of birth. Make sure that the time of birth is within a 30-minute approximation, and boom, there you go. So what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, you've got the Tower card upright. This week, all right, you have actually got the beginning of a major dismantling and demolition process going on in all life circumstances. But I don't want anyone to necessarily think that that has to be a bad thing. Demolition is a perfectly normal and standard part of new construction processes everywhere. And with the Tower card upright, you are going to be noticing that a lot of displacements are going to start getting underway throughout all areas of your space as well. People are changing. Jobs are changing. Maybe orientation towards your next big life story, your best life chapter, or maybe a transition in a different direction of where you want to live, how you want to handle or raise your family. The Tower card upright is blowing a lot of fixtures, staples, and standards that you've held on to up until this week up because they actually do need to go. Everything is having its bubble broken because it was actually a prison. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, you have the Knight of Wands upright. And this is a sign of some serious assistance coming your way. The Knight of Wands is showing up to me almost like some kind of escort, some kind of guardian, some kind of, you could actually just say an assistant energy. May not be a person, maybe multiple people, but there's something coming to help lift up an area of your professional life, your financial life that has been kind of stuck in underdog status for far too long. In fact, you may be actually noticing that a lot of things that have been proceeding very slowly for you, that you've been trying to get off the ground, are now picking up traction this week because of that demolition, a lot of things getting eliminated from your life. A lot of you are also getting opportunities to start doing your work or performing in your field a completely new and updated way that is also going to be launching your career and your service to the world in a completely new direction if you'll accept it. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, other people in your life, your community card, you've got the Page of Swords upright. And with the Page of Swords upright, I am actually seeing there is some kind of inquiry going on with you. This could actually be a test, a plan, a brainstorm. Somebody that you know is actually coming into a space where they are actually able to take either a joint dream, a joint priority, or, let's say a collaborative effort or some kind of alliance project that you have with them to its next level, to proceed to step B, or maybe even jump from step A to step M. And the Page of Swords is indicating that this is going to be a very intense week because this may not be something you had planned for, even though it's something that you really want. It might just feel like a good thing with awkward timing. As we get on to your challenge this week, you have the Nine of Cups upright. Hell, with the Nine of Cups, a lot of your wishes are actually getting granted in spite of all the hecticness that seems to be going on. With the Nine of Cups, you are actually seeing a lot of things that you have put out there according to your own wishes, designs, and intentions, starting to substantiate. But perhaps, yes, overriding and overwriting everything that you called once your comfort zone. it's important to understand that you're not paying a price for making a wish. And it's not a question of things being worthy or unworthy, whether or not something shows up, but it's a question of alignment and eligibility. When things are eligible to actually show up, or we are eligible to have a certain life experience because we are a vibrational match for it and all conditions are nominal for it, it shows up. Well, sometimes for things to get to a place of being nominal in condition, the demolition has to happen. And you are seeing that this week. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance, you have the Hanged Man upright. And it does look like a partner maybe actually going into a bit of a pause, a bit of a cocoon phase this week. An entire relationship possibly could be going into its pause or a cocoon phase this week. And with the Hangman, this has to do with all characters or all parties involved going through a major transformation. Again, this is a death of the old self, a death of the conditioned adult ego that is occurring during this time. You may notice that your partner is starting to withdraw from things that you once thought that they were very passionate about or you came to know them for. Maybe even go through a bit of a weighing the heart against the feather when it comes to their own future or their own friends and relatives. This is something that that everyone goes through at some point, but they are going to be behaving in a way that's going to feel a bit alien to you. It's okay. We don't want to pressure them, and we certainly want to encourage this evolution. As we get on to those of you who are currently single, you may be meeting somebody who is going through this process this week. And it's way too soon to be rushing into anything. And you know me, I don't encourage rushes anyways. But the Hangman is indicating that this person is also going through their own experimental period and discovering who they are now and losing who they have been. Enjoy the ride, but take some serious time to allow that to happen for them and see where you feel after this week. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.